Yeah, we're back. It's the Noski show. Welcome back, baby.
We've missed you all very much. It's good to be back, Noski.
Chilling my boy Vinny. As per usual, we got some good stuff for you guys today.
Pretty excited to be recording again. Pretty excited about our topic today.
We're back. We're so back.
We are so back, dog. First things first. What's new? What's going on? How you doing? It's been a little while.
Living the dream. Still know whose dream it is. We're getting high as fuck right now because our friend is staying indoors right next to us in the basement here. So
the fumes are a little strong.
Getting to me.
You'll be all right.
Yeah.
We're gonna be riding high.
But no, I'm doing good. Work's good.
Staining.
Newly single. That's going well. Winning our first March Madness.
First
play somehow.
Yeah, first round.
Fully guessed.
First round in full effect. First and foremost, go Badgers.
Hell yeah. They won.
Second,
go Badgers.
Fuck you for being in the lead in the bracket race that we are both in. He's off to a full head of steam, 18 points after day one.
I'm feeling good. What about you? What's new with you, big dog?
Pretty excited to go on a trip.
Back to the...
Headed to Arizona tomorrow, visit some friends.
That's kind of your home. How long were you in Arizona before?
I lived there for 2 years.
2 years? That's pretty long.
And it's been about a year that I've been back in Wisconsin now.
Okay.
So I'm pretty psyched. I'm going to go see some friends. I'm going to go to a Bucks and Suns game, which...
Oh, that sounds fun.
I bought the tickets to this game months before.
Yeah.
Like, I bought it like 4 months ago, and I was like, well, I guess I'm going back to Arizona.
Like before your plane ticket?
Oh, yeah. I bought my plane ticket and my Airbnb like a month and a half ago, maybe a month ago.
Nice.
I was like, well, I want to go see this game. I've been to the Footprint Center to see them specifically play like 3 times already. So
okay,
I've been to that game, Bucks Suns in Phoenix. This will be my 4th year in a row I've been to that game.
Damn, you've gone every year. That's pretty sweet. Did they win every time?
No.
Oh, fuck this.
No, but we probably win this year because the Suns are fucking trash right now.
Hell yeah.
But anyways,
well, I suppose speaking of
Arizona, folks.
We got a little something different for you guys today. We're going into kind of like a treasure hunt series, which is pretty cool. Today's topic is actually the lost Dutchman mine treasure. It's a lost treasure in the middle of Arizona. Vinny might be able to actually go.
So the location is expected to be in the Superstition Mountains, about a little over an hour east of Phoenix. So...
yeah,
I mean, you guys going down there to check it out while I'm on vacation for the next couple of days.
I mean, it looks pretty fucking cool. I mean, you can see in the photos here, it almost looks like a fucking canyon or plateau type of deal.
I mean, the pictures are beautiful for sure. It's a decent mountain range, elevation of like 6,266 feet.
Yeah,
250 roughly square miles.
So pretty massive. You've never been?
No, I haven't been. I haven't been out that direction.
Okay,
I've been to like northern Arizona, but never east.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really hope I'm able to get out there in the next couple of days.
You said it was only like a couple hours.
It's like a little over an hour.
Yeah, it's not bad. That'd be pretty sweet. Sweet. Well, I suppose let's get into it. So, going way back, it was a German guy, Jacob Waltz. He was a immigrant, moved here like way back 1839. He was like often misidentified as Dutch due to the similarity between Deutsch and Dutch. I guess it was,
because Deutsch is German, right?
Yeah, Deutsch is like sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Where I guess sounds like Dutch, I guess, but
Sprechen this dick?
So I think that's how they just got the, mixed it up with the Dutchman, whatever.
Well, yeah, us English folk in America, us American folk.
Fucking shit up.
Not always the brightest.
But basically he was in like the Carolinas and some other areas before moving to Arizona in about 1870. So he was a little older at that time. But he met up with this guy named Jacob Weiser. Or some people call it's Weezer, Weiser. Kind of goes.
I think it's Weiser.
Yeah.
Like Budweiser. Jacob Weiser.
But this dude was Mexican. And
don't say it like that.
Well, yeah, starting off a little racist. Deutsch, Dutch, Mexican, Puerto Rican.
Shit.
Don't cancel us.
Don't cancel us.
But there was this dying Peralta, I guess, which is a kind of rich Mexican family back in those days.
Yeah, from what we have found is it's a mining family from Mexico, Sonora, Mexico. Largely famous because of these two brothers, Pedro and Miguel Peralta. But we'll get into that.
Yep. So these two guys, basically, there was, I don't know if it was one of these guys that are referring to the Miguel or Pedro, but one of them was dying, and basically these two gentlemen, Jacob Waltz and Jacob Weiser, got this information about, as this guy's dying, about a mine near the mountains. It's like it was a concealed narrow shaft brimming with like quartz veins and laced with pure gold, like a huge fucking gold deposit.
Jackpot gold.
Yeah, big money.
Big money.
And then it says for years they were just fucking going, every few days, every week.
I mean,
you're
just gonna
fucking stash and shit.
If you're just consistently ripping gold out of the fucking earth and just keeps on coming, I'm not gonna stop.
Yeah. I mean, you're probably going every day. Why not, right?
Oh yeah.
But they say it was so big and like vast they could cut it with like a knife even. Like it was that.
That's pretty impressive.
I mean, I've never mined.
I'm no gold miner.
I'm not a miner, but you never know if you find it.
It's a little more exciting than panning for gold and just getting little
just
chunks.
Seeing like the stripe like kind of in the rock,
right,
I feel like would be pretty freaking cool.
I mean, the rush that you must go through stumbling upon something like that, right?
Yeah. Well, then it's like, how do you keep it hidden?
And especially in the 1800s, late 1800s,
people are asking questions.
You can't trust no one.
Yeah. Well, eventually this wiser guy just dies or vanishes, right? I didn't see any like they found his body. I don't know if they even.
But he's definitely dead now.
Yeah, for sure. He gone. Rest in peace. But basically he vanished. So it's like, did Waltz get greedy? It's like, hey, I'm not taking half. I want the whole pot, and killed him.
Yeah. Or was it sounds like a German to do something like that.
The Germans, or was it the Apaches? Right, the Apache Indians.
That's
another
very reasonable
big part of the story.
Very reasonable assumption. That's their stomping grounds. The Apaches actually believe that the Superstition Mountains hold the gateway to hell,
which is pretty wild.
Well, their version of hell, but their beliefs are that the portal to the other bad dimension is in the Superstition Mountains.
Jeez.
So if I don't come back from this trip,
you made your way to hell.
You know what happened? I was on my way there. I just took the fast track.
Yeah, make it one way or the other. So was this? Was he killed by Waltz? Was it an Apache attack? No one really knows. But in the late 1870s, people around town are like seeing Waltz paying with freaking big old.
Just big
gold
old
nuggets,
globbers, dude.
Yeah, big old gold globbers.
Like it's nothing.
Yeah, they're like, oh, where'd you get?
Walk into a bar, throw some gold nuggets on the table. I'll take a couple bottles.
Right. It's like I want everything.
I want it all.
Yeah.
You know what? I want the bar. Give me the bar. It's my bar now.
Drinks on me.
Yeah. yeah. Right.
People are asking questions, right? He, I guess, gave a few clues out. He says some things like, where the shadow of Weaver's needle points at noon, and like beneath a rock shaped like a man's face, giving these kind of like cryptic clues. But in 1891, he's basically on his deathbed. A flood forces him out of his house. near Arizona, which I don't understand how the desert gets fucking floods.
Well, okay. So this is how it works, right? Arizona gets rain, not like common rain showers, not in abundance over a course of weeks. It's monsoons that come in
when it rains
and it downpours for days, and the ground is packed so tight, and due to the manner of the soil, the desert soil, it doesn't absorb the water very well.
Right, it just kind of bounces off of it. It doesn't, right?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't sink into the ground like it does here in Wisconsin. Like,
yeah.
You know, so when
it's not as porous.
It's not as porous. You and your fucking vocabulary.
I am an environmental engineer, so I did have a soil class actually.
You should know this already.
I probably should.
But yeah, like when it pours, I mean the streets are just.
It's just rushing.
It's like a river.
Yeah.
And people, don't get me started, dude. People don't know how to fucking drive in that shit down there.
They're just
it's a nightmare.
Sliding all over like people with snow up here on the first day.
Oh yeah, 5 miles an hour down the fucking interstate, dude. It's bad.
Fuck, dude. Side note, that snowstorm there, I saw like at least 5 people.
Dude, there were so many people.
Oh my gosh. In March.
Fucking Jacob went in the ditch.
Oh, yeah. The guy paying the doors over here getting as high as hell.
Shit.
Anyways, so his house gets flooded. He's on his deathbed, about to die. And confides in basically a caretaker and another friend about, where this treasured mine is.
So... And this girl, I guess she had been taking care of him for years in his poor health towards the end of his life.
And that was Julia
Thomas. Yeah. So he confides in her about where the location of it is.
Yeah. So kind of similar clues. A steep canyon near Weaver's Needle, a towering rock spire in the Superstitions where a hidden entrance lay under a boulder marked by a triangle of stones.
So
he said
pull up a picture of Weaver's Needle for the folks.
Oh yeah.
So Weaver's Needle is to this day a very well-known landmark. It's a very big rock climbing destination, and the story goes at noon the shadow is supposed to cast a point in the direction to the spot of the mine.
Right. Yeah.
Allegedly.
So that's kind of like the big. I mean, this is probably one of the most well-known things in the Superstition.
Pretty fucking solid looking rock. It looks
pretty cool.
I assume at noon, with the sun directly above you, I couldn't tell you which direction the shadow is going to go. But
I mean, it looks like it would kind of just
it depends what direction
the head of it.
It depends which direction that is facing. Though,
yeah.
So if that's facing north, south, whatever.
Right. Like it's like a sundial almost.
Yeah.
In a way.
Yeah, it is kind of like a natural made sundial.
Yeah.
I can't believe you know what a sundial is.
I've seen one in Oshkosh. And they have one in the middle of the city. I don't know how to read.
Oh, in the middle of the city? I never knew that, dude. I don't hang out in Oshkosh, but nice.
But it kind of looks like that.
Yeah, it does kind of.
But basically, October 25th, he dies. They warned of other dangers like the Apache spirits, or like booby traps.
Well, the Apaches are climbing. The Apache spirits are probably trying to climb their way back out of the Hell's Gates. Once in a while, protect the mountain maybe.
I mean, that is one of the bigger theories that's, I mean, we'll get to the spooky deaths in a little bit, but that's kind of a lot of the theories that the Apaches are kind of protecting it and basically killing anyone that gets nearby.
And I mean, I feel like there's, and I can't name one off the top of my head, but there's stories around the United States of Native American lands haunted and guarded by Native American spirits.
Right. So it's
that
kind of
one,
common.
And I don't know that I disbelieve it necessarily.
No, I mean, when you hear some of these stories we're going to get into later, they're pretty gruesome and gory. So it's like, all right, either it's, is it bandits doing it? It's, it gets kind of pretty wild.
It's like a long line of people with the job passed down to them.
Right.
You have to scare the local tourists.
Yeah. One of those like dress up as like a fake ghost.
Yeah, exactly. It's in your family bloodline. You have to protect this.
Scare
secret.
These tourists off.
Scare these tourists off. Fuck these tourists.
That's what you do.
Yeah, till I get there. Can I borrow your gun?
So we touched on the Weaver's Needle here. Other couple of clues, the stone face, it was like a rock formation resembling like a human face marking the canyon entrance.
This one is hard to find super reliable though.
Like a detailed...
Yeah, we don't have a detailed location of where this stone face may be.
Yeah.
People have been traveling based on clues like this to the area since the 70s. And later to try and find this lost Dutchman mine.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any real evidence that...
It can be kind of hard, too. You're like, oh, that, like, you see a rock and it's like...
It looks like his face.
Yeah, I feel like that could be...
You might see a face. I might see...
It's a little bit subjective. You could be like, oh, that's definitely, a face right there. But
Yeah.
The other clue, the triangle, 3 stones or peaks aligning to guide the way. Also,
again, is it
subjective, hard to know exactly.
Is Weaver's Needle one of the peaks? Does that point to maybe another protrusion of the earth that points to the location? Maybe.
Yeah,
it could be.
It could be one of the points potentially.
And with your donation, folks, we will go on this trip and we will find it.
And we're not gonna drink water. We're gonna drink twisted tea.
We're hydrating with booze.
We're gonna hydrate the entire time.
Booze and beef jerky. It's all we're doing.
And we're gonna find it.
Treasure.
The last clue is a hidden shaft. The mine camouflaged by a boulder, collapsed earth, requiring precise knowledge to uncover. This was interesting because it's like, okay, maybe that's why it's so hard to find. Like there's a massive boulder or something.
They hit it real well.
In front of it.
It's hidden real well.
Where it's like you need like some piece of equipment or something to, uncover it. I mean, I could definitely, see that sort of thing of why it's lost, right?
For Weiser and Waltz to have found it, if this is the case, was dumb luck. Because in a 250 square mile span, in that mountainous terrain, even with the technology we have today, that's not easy to fucking sort out.
Oh, people have searched for this with drones.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly my point. It's not, unless you have that luck to stumble upon it,
right?
Not easy, or without a true map, not easy to find.
Right. Yeah. Still hasn't been found. I mean, many people have tried and all have failed. Many have died. Rest in peace.
But we're not gonna.
No, we would never. We'll film everything unless we die, and then it'll never get released. But
Twitter live stream our whole experience.
People will know. Yeah.
You got to live stream in today's day and age, right?
You
kind of have to. Yeah, that's what the kids are doing, I guess. I don't know. I don't even have a Twitter, but
it's X. No.
Oh yeah, I forget that.
I just use it for the AI now mostly.
I don't know how Elon can even worry about X anymore. He's got big political duties nowadays.
Well, yeah, he's running he's running everything.
It's not even Trump. It's Elon behind the scenes.
Fuck the Department of Education, and I don't know.
Dude.
Get rid of him.
I don't know.
As long as my loans are canceled too, along with that, send it.
I'm praying for you.
But some of these deaths are kind of nasty. A little bit.
Well, okay. Before we get into the deaths, we got to talk about one of the more commonly known clues, suspected clues, which is these Peralta stone maps.
Oh yeah.
So, there was a handful of maps carved in stone. Maps/clues/keys.
They're like stone tablets, basically.
Stone tablets. And they're assumed to be depicting the trail to the Lost Dutchman mine. Now, on these 4 stone tablets are a trail, a horse, a dagger, and a priest.
Yep.
The names Pedro and Miguel are also found on the maps, which is why they call them the Peralta maps, because Pedro and Miguel are the assumed Peralta family miners from Sonora, Mexico, that we had mentioned earlier.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about the massacre. Like, the family was basically massacred by the Apaches before.
Leading to more of the superstition that they're guarding the mine.
Yeah, that was 1848. But that's when kind of the stories emerged that the gold was being protected by this Apache curse, you know.
I mean, with a name like the Lost Dutchman, you just assume it's cursed, right? I do.
But it makes me think of like a pirate ship.
Yeah, well, it is a pirate ship, right? Like that's Pirates of the Caribbean.
What's that SpongeBob episode with the ghost?
SpongeBob, right? Yeah, he's
the Lost Dutchman.
Yeah,
it's like he's the ghost on the pirate ship. You guys know what I'm talking about.
And if you don't, go watch all of SpongeBob right fucking now.
I'll have to add that in anyway. So yeah.
These stone tablets are interesting. There's 2 that depict the priest, the horse.
Yeah, so that's this one.
Right? So that's the priest, and it's what, Latin is inscribed in there, correct?
I believe so, yeah.
I believe it's Latin. I don't speak a lick of it, but it looks Latin.
It's a little bit of Spanish. Latin, Spanish, it's pretty
it's Latin, Spanish,
I speak a little Espanol, más o menos. Esta is this. Mapa is map. You know, I'm...
Wow, dude, you're like a fucking genius or some shit, dude. You are college.
Fluent.
Yeah, okay. I don't...
That's a pretty... it looks like a kind of a witch, though, almost, with the hat.
Nah, dude, that's a cross in his hand, for sure.
Yeah, but look at that wizard hat.
I guess that is kind of a wizard-looking hat. You're not wrong. But, a priest makes sense because of the, Catholicism influencing
at that time,
Mexico in that time period and prior and since. I mean, there's more Catholic Mexicans than
so this horse one is kind of interesting. Rio, I know, was river. El Norte is north. So north.
Del is Taco, I think.
Del Taco?
Taco, right? That's what the restaurant is. Maybe Del's not Taco.
No, I don't think so. So north of the river. So the horse the horse of Santa Fe, something Pasto is maybe pasture north of the river is what
there is a river in the mountain range.
Yeah.
What's the river? Pull that up quick. I failed to find the name of the river, but there is a river in the mountain range. I seen it on the Google Maps. North of the river. That sounds like a pretty good clue right there. Salt River. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Salt River is a pretty decent river. Decent size, I should say.
Pretty salty. Ooh, a bunch of river trails. That sounds pretty cool.
Maybe that's our ticket in. We do a little river.
Maybe the frick line's along the river, dude. Who knows?
Oh, maybe. But you would think if it was, somebody would have found it sooner.
Yeah. So this is...
So getting to the fourth stone here.
The heart map. It's got this like cutout piece, which is cool with this. That almost looks like the trail on the cutout as well.
Yeah, it looks like it maybe has a trail or it's a judgment of the landscape. Crudely drawn.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty good, I guess, for the time. But then you got the dagger off to the left of it.
The numbers are pretty clean drawn. The knife looks like a 3-year-old drew it, but
hey.
I don't want to get cursed here. Tyler,
treading dangerous water. And then we go on to the 4th stone, and this is the trail map itself. Arrow
looks like a bunch of squiggly lines. Maybe it's the female.
That looks like butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Or boobies.
Or a 3. Or boobies.
Oh, yeah, I guess there is a 3 there.
3, 8. Like, this looks like 2 = 3, not.
And is that X marks the spot
7.
right there?
Well, there's another X down here, though.
Oh, yeah. No, probably not X marks the spot.
But a hole could be like the entrance, maybe, too. I don't know. This one's kind of hard to.
When I get there, I'm gonna pull up a picture of that. If that's exactly what the mountains look like, dude, I'm coming home with the treasure.
Yeah, we're gonna
sold.
Yeah, we don't need to do the show. We're just gonna.
We'll be done podcasting because we'll be filthy fucking rich.
We're good for life. And that was the last one, right?
Yeah. So those are the 4 tablets, and it's widely debated.
People have tried to kind of like take them there, or take copies of them, or
people have tried to make copies,
them to get it,
forge them,
to find it,
throw people off the track too. But it's some of the most solid evidence that you can still find leading to the Lost Dutchman mine.
I mean, it's the only thing you can,
it's the only real solid evidence.
Just the clues that we talked about before,
right?
That's all you really got to go off of. But
I feel like these and the Weaver's Needle are the most
concrete.
Yeah, exactly. Concrete or lava rock instead of concrete.
No.
Fun fact about the Superstition Mountains is they are the stone is volcanic stone formed from volcanic ash in the mountain range.
I wonder where was the closest volcano?
Yellowstone, maybe.
I would think. Right?
Yeah, but Yellowstone's been active, in the past, however long ago it was.
Let's see what it says.
It might not be Yellowstone, but I feel like it's probably Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And these formations are also older, as old as fuck, so that could be. Like you said, I'm no geologist, volcanist, or whatever.
It formed by like 20 and a half and 18 million years ago.
Boom! Volcanic rock, baby.
Doesn't say what volcano though.
Well, it's
intense volcanic activity and magma intrusions. Interesting, but probably right from the.
Well, I think there's a lot of magnet issues in Arizona because of what the ground is made up of.
It's interesting. There's like calderas as well.
Cool stuff. I know what I'm talking about once in a while.
I never fucking knew that.
Yeah, so I don't know.
You just don't want to end up like one of these.
You don't. Yeah.
Confirmed dead. When you go.
Yeah. So there is 9 solid confirmed death treasure hunters that died looking for this Lost Dutchman. We're gonna touch base on a few of them, but it's estimated that there's up to 50 people who died looking for this mine.
I mean, it's hard to trace back, 120, 140 years.
But records aren't always kept the straightest.
But it even has the kind of name as the Cursed El Dorado.
What does El Dorado translate to there, Captain like, Spanish?
The city of gold.
Oh yeah, actually I kind of knew that.
Yeah, it's in
the road to El Dorado.
Yeah. But is this an Apache curse? Bandits? What's killing all these people? Right. Some claims that it was guarded by the spirits of slain warriors of the Thunder God of the mountains.
That's the Apaches.
Okay, that's like their main
god.
That makes sense.
I don't know if it's their main god, but
he's up there.
Yeah.
A lot of people died of thirst,
Well, he's the thunder god. Of course he's up there.
I mean, it sounds pretty fucking cool to me.
Sounds pretty cool.
A lot of people have, bullet holes, and a couple of them were actually beheaded. But we got...
So, one of the most prominent stories is the story of Adolf Ruth, a veterinarian treasure hunter who went to look for the lost Dutchman mine after years of California treasure hunting, so on and so forth.
And he inherited one of the Peralta map.
Yes.
As well.
Yep. Because his son got it for him, knowing what a treasure hunter interest he had. So the story goes, his son saved a Mexican police officer's life, and as reward, this officer gave him this Peralta map.
Gifted him the map. Okay.
The Adolf,
pretty solid gift.
The Adolf Ruth story is very prominent, probably the most prominent, because found in 1931. So the newspapers printed off the story to give people something to think about other than the Great Depression.
Yeah, it was going on at the time.
Yeah, sure was. Sure was.
I can't pay you because there's no money, but here's the treasure map.
Yeah, maybe it's a load of shit, honestly.
I drew it up on a napkin.
But I swear to God, it's
legit.
It's legit, guys. You can trust me. I am a police officer.
Yeah. I wouldn't lie to you. But yeah, 6 months later, his skull was found with 2 bullet holes.
So he goes off looking for this treasure. He has to convince a group of prospectors and the rancher who owns land on the Superstition Mountains to bring him to a spot where he can camp out, start looking for it. This is in May 1931. Fast forward a month after convincing them against the rancher's better judgment. He's trying to tell him, don't do it. It's not worth it.
The curse.
The curse. He probably did say the curse. He's like, I've seen folks like you before.
Yeah. You're not going to make it.
Fast forward a month, June 1931. The rancher hasn't heard from our old pal Adolf Ruth. Goes to check up on his camp. No sign of him. Body
vanishes.
Turns up 6 months later. 6 months later with 2 bullet holes in the head.
Yep.
Like you said. And the family of Adolf Ruth offered a reward for anybody who bring forward information. Nothing ever came up that I came across.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know the Apache Indians had guns, but...
they definitely had guns at this point in time.
I suppose that because what year
this is post-revolution.
Yeah, that was 1931. They got all the stuff.
So here's what I'm wondering is the rancher is the one who went to check on him, but the prospectors that he convinced to help him set up his camp could have been like, hey, rancher's busy handling his ranch stuff. Let's go out there, kill this guy. Maybe he's got something, maybe he doesn't. And those are the only handful of people who knew the exact location of his camp, right?
Yeah.
Could have been stumbled on by natives. Could have found it.
Could have been by the curse.
Mauled by wild animals, and then some hunter stumbles upon him, suffering, miserable, tore up, bleeding out. Boom, put you out of your misery. Boom, double tap because it's better safe than sorry.
Some bandits.
Or could have been bandits. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not even out there looking for the lost Dutchman mine.
Yeah, like,
just out there
here's
looking
a quick lick.
Oh, you want to come to our mountains, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you want to come to our mountains? Oh, there's a fee.
We're gonna kill the shit out
Oh,
of
you can't pay the fee? You're going to die.
Yeah. I mean, and then you got a few years later, James Cravey, 1947. This was kind of cool. Apparently, he's photographer, but he airdropped via helicopter into the mountains with supplies. Like that's honestly.
I didn't even know we had helicopters in 1947.
If you guys like and subscribe, we're gonna also airdrop into with just 30 cases of Twisted Teas.
That's a good fucking idea, Noski. I like the way you think, dog.
Let's time do skydiving.
Like and subscribe. If we reach 1,000 subscribers, we'll do it.
This guy, his headless skeleton was also found, but not until a year later.
So
headless.
He was found by hikers.
His body.
All body.
Just the body.
Nothing. And his body was found 2.5 miles south of Weaver's Needle.
Okay.
So maybe he climbed that motherfucking needle, waited till noon, saw where it pointed. Maybe it pointed south. And maybe that's where he was heading. He was heading towards the point of the shadow. Maybe. Right?
Yeah. I mean, he could have. Did he fall off and knock his head off?
That would be awfully. That's nothing short of impressive.
To get your head cut off is pretty impressive, extensive. Like, that's kind of a tough one to, That makes me like that's kind of savage. Like it's the Apache Indian freaking finding them.
I wish we knew like if it was a clean heave, like a sword, like straight boom, or if it was sawed off,
right?
Some fucking savagery shit.
The details about his freaking decapitation.
It's very shrouded in mystery, for sure. As with all of this.
Well, it's weird because the next one is also a headless corpse as well.
You could probably get a pretty clean cut from Apache Thunder God Warrior Spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit Blade.
That'd be a clean cut for sure.
Probably going to be a clean cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, the next guy, this guy, Jay Clapp, 1961. Spent over a decade and a half working through the mountains looking for this treasure. It just up and vanished in July of 61.
I mean, they at least made a police search for the guy, but it was about there was about 6 months they looked for him, and they just couldn't find
nothing turned up, and his skull is still not to be found.
Well, no, 3 years later they find his skull. Oh no, his skull still.
No, Jay Clapp. His skull is never found.
Yeah.
It's
so okay. 3 years after the search started, they finally find his body.
Yes,
but not the skull.
Yeah, that's what it was. Get your shit together, Noski.
The fumes from the fucking doors.
Yeah, it's the fumes. Okay, so one of us isn't being affected by the fumes. Maybe you pull your shit together.
You're just used to it.
Yeah, maybe.
Cheers, brother.
This is just a another Friday night, dude. I was gonna be off in fumes regardless.
That's fair. Honor off the pod. Last one we count on the list, Jesse Capin.
Is it Capin or Capin?
Could be Capin. You're probably right. 2009 though, if not
09.
Not crazy.
2009.
Not crazy long ago. Went on a solo trip. His remains found in 2012. It said fall or exposure, but I was wondering, was exposure of
it would be exposure to heat.
Oh, yeah. I'd say there's no, radioactivity
or exposure to Apache spirits, dog.
Death.
Exposure to curse, exposure to a fucking nightmare, the gates of hell.
Yeah, he probably found the exposure to the gates of hell.
Yeah, dude.
Poor guy.
Well, you want to be a treasure hunter, you got to be willing to accept the responsibility. It's like the people who all mysteriously died of bullshit after opening King Tut's tomb or whatever it is.
Yo, I mean, I want to go there so bad.
We're willing to accept the risk, folks.
We'll find
for your likes and subscribes. We're willing to accept the risk.
I'd go in there. I'd sneak in there.
Pretty sneaky, pretty sneaky.
Egypt would be solid.
But yeah, this Jesse Capin was obviously 09. He was a modern hunter, and he was obsessed. Capin. God damn it. Now you got me capping over here. Fuck.
He's capping about caping.
You'd be fucking getting one of these. This modern hunter, he was obsessed with the mine, though. Like, he made it his life's work. So his disappearance is rather interesting with all the curses and the stories around it, because he obviously knew well about it with his deep diving into the subject.
Yeah, and I mean, he definitely seems like the most recent death we know about.
If he fell off the goddamn Weaver's Needle and died, or have fucking heat stroke and died, it's a pretty sad story to a dedicated man. This one's for you, Jesse.
Cheers to caping. No longer capping.
No cap.
I mean, you know, there's a lot of different theories of what actually happened to the mine, why it can't be found.
It's been a couple 100 years, you know. There could have been some shit. Could have been a little geographical land change.
Earthquake, landslide, volcano.
I don't know if they really...
Floods. Apparently there's floods in the desert. That's what I'm realizing. Floods more likely than a volcano in a desert, apparently.
Floods definitely more likely. If there was a volcano eruption in the past 200 years in Arizona, we would fucking know about it.
I would hope so. You know, obviously we talked about the Apaches.
Yeah.
The thunder gods.
I think it's cursed. I think...
Well, the two decapitations kind of, I'm like, all right, you're in how are you getting decapitated in the desert? Two of you, like two people? It's not just happened once.
Coyotes are getting real improvisational.
Fucking big coyotes with big teeth and big fucking mouths.
And weapons and thumbs, and they're actually not coyotes, they're people.
Yeah. Swords,
dude. Swords, hatchets.
Something.
Decapitation is a pretty savage way to be found. You ain't having an open casket.
Well, and then it's like, okay, it's like some headless horseman shit, because they find the body and they don't find the head. Like, they move the head miles away.
And they probably had to ride horses to get out there. It is some headless horseman shit.
That's all I'm saying, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think, dude, I think the Apache Curse is the most logical answer.
Yeah, I mean, another theory is that Waltz took all the money, but then it's like, why would he pass on the tail? Just to fuck with people?
If he only had this Julia Thomas to share the knowledge with, that's the only person relevant in his life, he's going to tell her some lie and let the gold be gone forever? What a dick.
Yeah, I'm going to just tell you this whole fucking fable.
Oh, it's a facade.
Just to fuck with everyone.
Oh my God, dude.
What a dick.
Yeah,
I don't buy it. I don't buy it.
I don't think that's the case, man.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
Why would you do that?
I don't buy it.
You know, the maps and such that have come forth and people looking for it, much more likely to be hoaxed by people who think they're on the right path, trying to set other people on the wrong path.
Well, there's so much stuff about it now. Like you said, there's like a museum even with it.
Yeah, so I found out today that near, I think it's Apache Junction, which is the nearest town to the mountain range, there is a museum that entails a lot of knowledge about this lost Dutchman mine.
Okay.
I don't think it's up in the mountains.
So there's definitely some snake oil. So it's like, hey, I got the map.
It's
drawn on a napkin.
I'll probably find them if I go. We'll probably find them.
I'll sell it to you right now. Half price, $300.
$300. Half price, $300. Motherfucker, that
you could be rich.
You could be. Why aren't you rich then, huh? Why aren't you rich? I'm not buying it, dude.
Yeah, no, that's. You gotta follow the clues. You gotta get the stones. It's the only way we're gonna do it.
We gotta get stoned and get the stones. I think that's the fucking missing link.
Kind of the stone from this.
These other treasure hunters weren't high enough. We'll bring our wood.
True.
We'll bring our wood stain fumes with us. We'll go solve this. Right before we jump out of the helicopter, we will huff wood fumes.
My compass reading backwards.
Wait, you brought a compass?
But the crazy thing is, like, how much the gold value has increased. Like, it's
of what's assumed to be left.
So allegedly, he took out 20,000, 200,000.
20,000 then, which would be valued at 200,000 now.
No,
right?
That's the range that he took.
Okay.
Back then, but like so that would be 500,000 to 5 million now. What he allegedly took out.
What he had already mined.
Yeah.
Okay. So
it says its cultural value with the books, films, tourism already is in the billions.
What's the price of gold right now?
Per ounce?
Yeah, per ounce.
Let me see.
And then how many ounces would say 5 million be?
So 1 ounce right now is about $3,000.
Okay.
So
500,000, or sorry, 5 million in gold would be.
Yeah.
Math is hard. Google, tell me the answer.
So yeah, 5 million. Yeah, that's not right.
What the fuck did you look up?
Here, I'm just gonna use the actual calculator.
You typed in 3K.
I was
no
using
wonder it didn't
units.
fucking work, dude. He doesn't understand your slang talk. This guy, get a load of this guy. He's the one running the pod. Give us a like if you want me to take over. I'll be in charge from here on out.
Okay, so 1,600 ounces.
1,600.
1,600 ounces.
Okay. And if he pulled out 1,600 assumed ounces,
I mean, just think of an ounce of weed. That's different.
It's way different. It's way fucking different. Are you nuts?
How many pounds?
Noski, dude. I thought you went to college and shit, man. Come on. Think about that. Think about what you're saying right now.
Okay, so
don't worry, we'll wait.
sorry. So would be this many pounds.
That would be this many pounds.
104
pounds of gold.
Yeah, which is a lot.
He might have mined that shit dry, dude.
That's
one vein, one mine.
Yeah.
I don't know how much the biggest or the average
But
is.
that's the high range. Like this
that
low
is
range.
the high range. That's fair.
Yeah.
The low
So that's
range
the
is
most-
significantly less, right? 500,000 compared to 5 million. That's like,
Yeah, like 10 pounds or some shit.
yeah. I don't know, man.
But it's
I
never
just like
been
to
found.
think big, dog. Think about that 5 million, thinking, shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
We could go hunt other treasures with $5 million.
I mean, it's a gold vein, so it should naturally, regenerate. Could be.
Is that how that works?
I mean, I'm not a geologist, but yeah.
I'm not a geologist, but yeah. And you heard it here, folks. If you didn't know it, now you fucking know. I've got no idea how that shit works. I know.
Honestly, you should go check out this thing. The freaking.
I know pressure makes diamonds.
Where is it? The freaking. Oh yeah, this. The shadow.
Yes, the cougar shadow in the Superstition Mountains. This is pretty cool, ain't it, folks?
Yeah, I would definitely go just to see.
You got to look at it at the right time, right? But
yeah. Oh, it's only twice a year. It says on there. Okay.
Oh, motherfucker. Well, hopefully it's next week. Shit, dog.
But I mean,
you keep doing that. I've seen you do that like 3 times now.
I keep putting my beer.
Pick up your empty and then realize your full one is over here.
I'm switching hands.
Yeah, why are you drinking with your left hand? That's gonna get you cursed.
I'm running the show with the right hand.
Doing a mediocre job of it.
Fair enough.
Just kidding, buddy.
Cheers.
Love you. Proud of you.
Well, I hope you go find this. Just don't die of rattlesnakes, dehydration, or...
Well, I spent 2 years and didn't die of rattlesnakes. I promise you, I was never dehydrated.
Always hydrated up, boys. Always hydrated up, boys.
Yeah, I'm fixing... Well, like I said, I'm not going to have a car. I was just going to Uber all around, so I got to get someone to bring me out there.
So he's really going to
But it's
trapped.
only... Yeah.
Trapped. Hey, just drop me off in the middle of nowhere.
I mean, I might be able to get an Uber if I want to spend a couple $100 on an hour-long ride. And back.
Dying of dehydration, trying to call an Uber. No cars available.
No cars are available here. Getting there is going to be much easier than getting back with an Uber.
That would be the worst.
I'll be calling you. It'll have been 2 hours, and I'll be laying on the ground. It's nice knowing you.
Your Uber finally picks you up after 3 days. He doesn't have any waters.
I missed my flight. He doesn't have any waters. Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely be the case.
Oh, man.
I think
it's
doable.
I think you can find it. Well,
like I said, dude, quit your fucking job.
I could go
buy a plane ticket. Come with me tomorrow.
Tempted.
My flight doesn't leave till fucking 8:30 p.m.
Ooh, it's even more tempting.
Yeah, oh, yeah, dude. I already got the Airbnb booked.
Fuck. I mean, we kind of
like and subscribe.
We pretty already know where it is at this point. I mean, we have all the clues.
I think we have all the clues. I think we can fucking do it. We can knock this out in 5 days, no problem, dude.
Be like an hour hike.
I'll walk an hour to go to the store and get booze. I can fucking walk an hour in the mountains in the heat.
Yeah,
right? Same, right? Same thing.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing we're going to have to carry is the twisted tea. This is going to suck, but the more you drink, the less you carry.
That's some fucking sound logic right there, dude.
Hey, I went to college.
All right. I'm sorry I blew up. You did go to college, obviously.
It's all right. It's all right. Well, I suppose we can.
Thanks for tuning in, folks. Always a pleasure. Hope you enjoyed
another episode of the Noski Show. Like and subscribe. Have a good day.
Tune in next time. We're going to keep looking for treasure.
Adios.